Hey guys, New Horizons is just under 3 months from releasing, and I really can't wait. It really looks like it's just going to be amazing, and all the new features are really cool. But there's still a lot that they're keeping up their sleeves. For example, we haven't seen any new villagers or any of the shops, and so much more that they haven't really shown off yet. And since I can't stop thinking about the game, I've decided to make a video with some concepts and ideas that I think would be really good in New Horizons. They're not really based off fact or anything like that, they're pretty much just my opinion, so keep that in mind, and I hope you enjoy the video. So first of all, this is probably the thing on everyone's mind. New villagers, specifically new species of villagers. So I'm sure everyone has their own specific animal which they really want to be a villager in Animal Crossing. For me it's geckos. Or any kind of lizard really I'd be happy with. We do of course have reptile villagers which are crocodiles. We have Tortimer because tortoises are reptiles. And we have Capin who is a kappa who's, well, he's a mythical creature so I don't really think he counts as a reptile. Anyway, the point is, I really think we need more gecko representation. We don't actually have any gecko NPC in the entire game, and that's just a tragedy. In real life, a lot of people actually have geckos as pets, myself included. If you couldn't tell by how passionate I am about gecko villagers. Specifically, I think leopard geckos would make perfect villagers because they have such cute round faces which really fit the theme. But actually, any gecko would be perfect, like crested geckos, Torquay geckos, leaf-tailed geckos. I don't know, just look up different types of geckos on Google Images and you'll see what I mean. Most of them have just such adorable faces that look like they're smiling all the time. And really, I think geckos would be much more friendlier and a much more obvious choice than crocodiles, which we already have, so I just want these in the game so bad. And if they end up adding a whole bunch of villagers but no geckos, well, I'll still love them anyway. So maybe I should change this one to just new villagers. I want new villagers. Preferably geckos, but you know, any would be fine. So the next idea I've had in my head for a while is an explorable wilderness area. And I know when you start the game you are technically in the wilderness on an island, but what I mean is like a separate place which is randomly generated or something like that. Procedurally generated or whatever it's called. And it would have a whole bunch of exclusive bugs and plants, and I think this would actually suit New Horizons really well because you could have exclusive crafting items which you would need for some very valuable furniture. You could only get it if you explore a whole bunch or something like that, or maybe find it in a treasure cave. I also feel like the name New Horizons really sounds like an exploration name. And it probably is just referring to the island being the New Horizon, but still. And before you say this is really stupid and doesn't sound like Animal Crossing, just remember that Tortimer Island was basically just a very small version of this. And since our town is now an island, it would make sense that it would be flipped around. Maybe you could encounter other villagers who are hiking and who don't actually live in your town, and you could recruit them and stuff like that. I'm not talking about an adventure mode or anything like that, just a nice little wilderness area. It would just be really neat. I'd like it a lot. And the next one I'm going to talk about I think is a little bit controversial, but I would love more collaborations. When New Leaf had the Welcome Amiibo update, they introduced 4 Zelda characters who, admittedly, they are kind of weird. At first I really didn't know what to think about them, but then I grew to love them, especially Medley. And now I'm just hoping they include a whole bunch more. It'd be really cool to see. Maybe it can be like DLC. I have a pretty strong feeling they're going to go down that route. Honestly though, I don't mind paying for it, so long as it's a fair price and everything like that. But just imagine like a Koopa Troopa villager, or a, what are they called, the squids, Mario squids. Or dare I say, even Pokemon. Okay, I don't think Pokemon are going to become villagers, but if they do, that would just be amazing. And since they've had Sanrio characters, you know, like Hello Kitty, that was a thing. I don't think it'd be too insane to maybe consider someone like Hatsune Miku. I mean, she could have her own covers of the KK Slider songs. That'd be really insane, that'd be so cool. But to keep it realistic, I think definitely more Nintendo characters, I really love them. And of course, I'm sure this game will have a whole bunch of Nintendo furniture, just like every other Animal Crossing game does. I can't wait to see it. I just really hope none of it is expensive DLC. And the next one is kind of a minor thing, but I'd really love if we got a lot more food items other than fruit and candy. I mean, with such a big emphasis on crafting, I think there's definitely going to be a lot of food items, like food furniture. But I'm talking about more food that my character can physically eat instead of just having it in their house. And I don't know why I want this so bad, I just do, okay? Let me eat soup. Maybe have a restaurant. I don't really know what else I can say, I just want my character to eat a lot. And the last thing in this video is literally anything. Just please Nintendo, put everything in the game. I don't care what it is, if it's in Animal Crossing I'm gonna love it. Okay, that's it for this video. I do actually have quite a lot of ideas, but I'm trying to keep this video short. I also want to make a lot more Animal Crossing content in the future, so leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want to see more Nintendo stuff, especially Animal Crossing when it comes out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.